about nighttime now.
Might as well rest up on the ship, sail over.
Right, you rest up on the ship, you'll sail over to that spot I pointed out?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you dock there. Alright. It's about a day, and you dock. And nothing odd happened. You notice that the land is somewhat harsh here. It's not the sand you had come to expect that surrounded Holman Falls, but it is black, almost molten-like, magma-like. It appears that whatever you notice, Dother, by the way, that your magic has become weaker still from the rosary. It appears that whatever is around here is significantly more powerful than the sandy glass roads that once that were surrounded Holman Falls. As a result, there's a lot of heat around here, and any sort of extended stays here are going to require some endurance checks.
Ooh.
If I try touching the ground, does it change at all? Does my hand glow?
Your hand glows, but it doesn't seem to really have any sort of effect. Whatever's here, either you have no effect on it, or the magic is so strong that it just ignores you.
That's not good.
No, that's not good at all. So basically, on the edges of this influence, you can have some effect on it, but once you get deep enough into it all, then
Because you're so close to a source. You're not strong enough to repel it.
That bitch, what?
Tiamat, that bitch.
Oh.
Ah, fuck. We're not going to be that much of a use. It's half a day's travel there. We're going to be fucking wasted by the time we get there. Shit. If Bahamut would have anything to say.
Who was it? Let's say Dother. Dother, you recollect, thanks to your high perception, that the area around Holman Falls didn't have this blackness, this rough, terrible fire, and you suspect that maybe the land leading outward from this Watchman's South hasn't had time to be corrupted this badly.
It would be better if we try approaching from Holman Falls.
Possibly. Take a rope you know you can break.
I'm assuming by that silence you guys are either interested in going to Holman Falls or...
I think Holman Falls, in all honesty, is still kind of a... We can maybe try to trek outward from there towards the Watchman's Tower better than we can from here. I don't know. So,
Greg, while you're here, the orb speaks to you and he says, "You know, you really don't have to worry about any of this."
What do you mean? Are you saying that the road doesn't affect me or anything like that?
No, what I am saying is that fire and the such, you're a shadow. Shadows don't feel heat.
Perhaps, but I mean that takes care of me. But
well,
yeah,
the others, I'm sure, would live long enough to get there.
I mean, I would only want to go forward with that if it meant I had some way of providing my allies some sort of safe passage to the tower, at the very least.
Well, whatever. It's your choice. I'm just a magical construct.
Quite. I'll keep that in mind, though.
I love the fact that you're standing there in the middle of this group and they're just staring at you talk to yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
We've got one chipped into a dragon with, weird. He's half the cost.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's, if we're not going to head this way. Let's head to Holman Falls and head from there.
Okay, another half day passes as you sail to Holman Falls. You dock at the falls, and it is quiet. Kathleen, you don't smell anything. You smell no death. You smell no evil. You smell nothing. It's to you, it's truly deserted here.
I want to check the temple. Are there still the battles there, like the bodies?
From what?
The gnome or gnoll bodies and stuff?
You open up the temple, and you notice that the bodies are not there.
Can I do a perception? Does it look like anything's been in this area recently?
It does not look like anything's been in the area.
It's a ghost town.
Unless you want to roll for that and get something, see if you can get something higher than your passive.
32.
Oh, credit it.
I see everything.
You noticed that there's some kind of trail leading back. It's a very faint trail leading out of the church through part of the town and then heading north from Holman Falls. It appears to be like some fur from the gnolls, just straggled left and right. But other than that, you don't notice anything else.
Alright, well, something is here, and it's to the north, which is the direction we're heading towards Watchman South anyway, so perhaps we shall investigate.
Okay, you guys are going to go north?
Yes, I think going north is a fine enough idea.
You guys head north, and you follow I guess you'll just go north and try to head to the Watchman South.
Well, I'm going to try to follow that trail as much as I can.
Well, the trail fades off after a while, and you can't really follow it after that.
Alright.
Alright, so Watchman South, or?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'll try.
You guys head north, and you follow the road, the glass road, towards Watchman South. You notice that it's broken up in some parts as the continent dives into water, and you have to sort of slowly cross some river paths. But you make your way through the sand and through the glass road to an embankment just west of Watchman South, and poking your head over there, you notice quite a bit of activity. The South Tower is transformed now. This is not the standard tower that was once built here. This is now an obsidian tower that is full of activity. On the top of the tower, you see several what appear to be demons just guarding the top of the tower. You see several gnolls who are out front of the tower, guarding the front entrance to the tower. And inside several windows, you see bodies moving left and right. Kathleen, taking the spyglass back from Dother, you notice that in one of the windows, you see a similar structure holding what appears to be a glowing white orb at the, you'd estimate, the top of the tower. The floor below the roof of the tower.
Okay, well, that is our target, but it doesn't look like it's going to be easy to get in there. Now, is this area also, like, scorched and shit, or...?
The area around the tower immediately around the tower is scorched. However, leading away from the tower is scorched, but leading your way, it's the glass road that grows out of the tower, just grows sand right now.
How many enemies are around the tower, did you say?
On the base of it, there appear to be 7 gnolls who are guarding the front entrance. On the top of there appear to be 3 demons on basically the top ramparts of the tower. And then inside there are several bodies walking around you can't really count.
Well... fudge knockers. Alright, well... do we want to try to skirmish these guys?
Well, I can at least draw. I can at least pick at them from afar. At least.
Are they just normal gnolls, or are they anything like the leaders we encountered before?
I don't know.
Now, the guys on top of the tower, are they looking out, or are they just...
No, they're just walking around. Some of them, they walk into the tower, they take a trapdoor back down into the tower. Sometimes they pop back out, sometimes they don't. Every so often, the top of the tower is left empty. and nothing really happens for a while.
We could try finding these guys. I'm just worried about attracting the attention of everything else inside that tower.
Yeah.
Well, if the top of the tower is left empty, we could use the time that happens to try and move closer.
Greg, the orb in your head speaks up again.
Oh, great. Yes.
Says, you are a shower. You are a shadow, and you are a shower, and you can pee on Kathleen, and it'd be a sexy scene. But no,
What?
You are a shadow. Greg, you are a shadow. You could just become invisible and insubstantial and get inside.
Well, once I get inside, I mean, I can go in there to at least investigate or find things out about it, or, well, take some people out from the inside. But,
Well, mind you, if you do anything but move around and open doors, I can't keep you hidden, but, you could at least check out what's going on. Be somewhat useful.
so it's at least it's as good of an idea as anything that we have so far. Well, possibly better. All right. I'll play your game. How do we do this?
You already know how.
Is there any spot nearby that is enveloped in shadow that I could use?
It's nighttime. What isn't
So-
enveloped in shadow?
Right. So, I merely comment to the others and say, I'll have a look ahead. I'll be back. And as I walk, let me just pull up the name of this stuff here. As I walk, I sort of wait for Chrome to boot up and load up the webpage. Why are you going slow? I start walking and enable a umbral curtain as I begin to walk.
Okay, you step in the shadows, and then as your friends, your compatriots watch you, they completely lose sight of you. You are completely invisible, and they can't. Nobody can see you. The orb speaks up. Good. Now, just remember to be careful and acting on anything other than basic actions, like going through doors and whatnot, could end this effect. So be careful about what you do.
Of course. No violent acts, nothing too intensive, just investigation. So, in this form, I'm basically,
you are insubstantial and you are invisible. It means you can pass through basic things like doors, but other things you'll either need to make a check, or I'm just going to outright deny it because
right.
you just can't do it.
I'm just going to start moving towards the tower. I'm a little apprehensive still because I'm not sure whether they'll actually notice me or not, but I start making.
Well, to you, it feels like you're just walking, and
Yeah.
you don't really sense anything. You don't feel like you're some sort of mist form or anything. To you, it just feels like walking through reality. So you're decidedly uncomfortable doing this, but the rest of the party sort of looks on at you, just can't see you, and just confused as to what's going on. But you, as you walk closer to the gnolls, you notice that they don't notice you at all. They just walk around, they talk to each other, yak, bap, 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 whatever the hell that sounds like.
Well, I try to move beyond the gnolls themselves and try to move up towards the door of the tower and walk
You
on
move up
through
towards
it.
the entrance to the tower, and the entrance seems to be a rather large steel door.
Well, at first I test it with my hand to see if my hand passes through without any issue.
Passes through, and you don't feel anything.
I step on through the door.
You step onto the other side of the door, and inside is a not very well lit area, but it's good enough. You can see several. You can see a staircase that leads down. You can see a staircase that leads underground, and and it goes upwards into the tower. The tower is not broken up into several rooms. It is just one big tower. At the top of it, you can see what appears to be the source of the light. Is that white orb that I described earlier in the three-pronged holder. And the holder, you can tell from down here, appears to be attached to the ceiling.
Really? Okay, well,